What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because it is a new faction booster today, and we're going to be playing around with a deck that got us to borderline the most damage output we've had since the change in PvP, okay? So because of this faction booster, we're playing with one specific aspect. Dryad is way more powerful this week just because of the booster of evolution, and it makes this specific deck super strong, and we're about to show you guys exactly how it works. So fellas and ladies, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. First game underway, and I wanted to show off this game because I actually played it last night when the faction booster technically changes for me Sunday night rather than Monday morning. But I always try and save what the faction booster actually is to showcase it in a video. But this was the clip from last night. We're playing against must be a TikTok guy, right? TikTok master, okay. And this is going to be a perfect example of one way to use evolution to your benefit. So you can see in this deck, the only Forest Alliance card in this deck is Dryad. So utilizing the booster is going to be getting a Dryad to a high level and then waiting for him, for her, to get to an even higher level and get even higher ranking cultist. So it's not necessarily just getting cultist or getting a damage unit at a higher level. If you're just simply using Dryad and it's the only card in there, that means that's the only card that's going to get leveled up from the booster. So it works out really well, and we're going to be able to show that off pretty well. If you don't remember, this is the deck that got me over 7,200 trophies. I think we've already pushed up past 6,000 trophies at this point, maybe 6,100, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but I feel like we're pretty well on our way here to go for another trophy high. And the fact that the update's not coming as of yet very soon, and it's not even, what is it? It's not nerfing cultist at all. It's reworking the second talent on cultist, which is, if anyone's curious on what it is, it's not cleansing sacrifice, it's the other one, which is something sacrifice. You get like it's buffing it too, so you're getting a better chance of when you absorb all those other units, all the random units in the corners, to get stacks that way. So cultist is not getting really adjusted all that much. If anything, it's getting a boost, which means that my deck could just continue to get better and better and be a really good possibility for a deck to push past 7,200 maybe. You never really know. But as you can see right here, so we're going to combine these Dryads. I'm going to get that guy to a rank 5. No, I'm not. I'm going to try and wait until I can get a second, or our first T, realistically. We're just looking at that one square down below. Can I point to it? Not really. Middle bottom. Try and get that guy to be a cultist, and then we have our first T rocking. The only thing, this is a little bit dangerous because that Dryad might get ranked up. Okay, we leveled it up. I don't know if I got nervous or what, but we did level it up just in the case that it got to a rank 5, and then that would be really unfortunate. But let's just do that. We're going to do some mimes right there because I didn't want to get rid of my Ascended Blue sword. And I think we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, we've got 3 blue Ascended swords. We've got 1 rank 5 cultist in the middle there. Our opponent is not playing with any debuffs. Okay, he does actually have Shaman, Pocket Curse on that guy. What is this? Counterspell, and the other one's Counterspell too. Yeah. And he's actually got the Bubble Wand equipment, which is pretty cool. But he doesn't have another sword. That was kind of my priority. He's not rocking sword, which means it's much easier for me to build stacks and get to those 10 stacks, which just puts us in such a better position, right? We still have that one spot open. It's just a Dryad. We're just gonna, I guess we're gonna move that guy eventually. Come on. Move him, do something. Yeah, we're gonna make that. We're gonna do that. Now we can turn that into a cultist. Easy peasy. We're gonna combine those Dryads, I thought. There we go. And like we talked about, I don't know if this was too early in the night when I was playing this or what, but okay, so we have a rank 4 Dryad, if we just keep that rank 4 Dryad chilling, it's going to go to a rank 5 and get our cultist to rank 6. So that's something that I very, very seldom am able to do with this deck, right? I almost never go for a rank 6 cultist in the center T. Is it good? Absolutely. It's great, but it just uses so many Dryads that it's not really realistic in most cases. For this week, very attainable. Very, very attainable. Very, very easy to do. So I don't think that's going to be a problem whatsoever. And let's just wait. So 45 seconds there. We'll see if it needs to get to like 30 seconds or what. But while we're waiting, we also still have those blue Ascended Swords. Those guys are rocking everything that they're doing, leveling up all our cultists. So, I mean, there's almost nothing on our board and nothing that's happening right now that's a negative. Everything's rocking really well. There's our rank 5. Now we're going to spam all the corner cultists I'm going to absorb. Every time I get a Dryad, I'm just going to try and make it so that all the cultists within my T are not a level 1. So if I get a Dryad and there's level 1, I'm just going to rank it up, get it to rank 2. Just in the case that we get hit by Pocket Curse or get hit by a Lion and are not able to protect. Because then it's just maybe not, we don't have enough mana, and then we're just in a way worse spot than we need to be. It's just super unnecessary to have rank 1 Dryad, rank 1 cultists in the T. That's super, super important. So that's why we did that. I still recommend you guys try and keep a rank 1 cultist on your board. Maybe one that's like going to be useful at some point, but not quite useful yet. I definitely do recommend that, because then it's easier for you to copy with Harlequin to get other cultists and get towards that 20 stack. I think that works out pretty well. But here we go again. So now we've got a rank 4 Dryad over here. And if I really wanted to, I could wait 2 minutes and get that to a rank 6 Dryad and level up that middle one to a max if I really, really wanted to. However, I don't think that's where my head was at. I think I'm trying to go for a second rank 5 cultist in the middle there. I think that probably makes more sense. I could have been patient. I could have waited if I wanted to, but you can see I'm already starting to merge things out. We've got rank 2 swords that I ranked out. There's another one, so we're actually going to go rank right there. And again, let me know what you guys would have done. Would you have, instead of ranking that guy up to a 5, waited and got that middle one to a 7? Maybe. Everybody plays this a little bit differently. But fellas, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video. If you're going to be making any in-game purchases, the best way to support the channel is to use code BEACH in the My Games shop. So My Games has the exact same store as in-game app, in the Rush Royale app. They have the Hero Tavern Pass, Platinum. They've got the Premium Pass, right? Whatever you guys might buy. And for no extra charge, you guys can use code BEACH, which enables me to continue making the content that you guys enjoy so much. Best way to support the channel. And leave me a funny message, because you can put something down below when you use that code. Write me a joke. Say what up. Say you're not playing Dryad right. Whatever you want to say. I do read them, and they do crack me up. So here we go. Assassin in 10 seconds. We do have 2 Ts now. We just got a middle cultist to a 10 stack, even though it's not the exact one that I want. I really wish my hand could go further. That'd be so fun. Maybe someday I'll get a nice big wall that I can do this on. I mean, nice big beach that I could do this on. I mean, that would be the dream if I could do it on a real beach, but, you know, secrets, right? But all right, so we've got a rank 1 and a rank 2 Dryad. Now we have a rank 3 Dryad. I think that's an easy choice to rank that guy up. We're already at 21 absorbs over here. My man is, if you're wondering what talents he's running for Blade Dancer, I think they're pretty much tied together similarly. If he's using Floral Frenzy, those are the ones you use. If you're using the other one, Dancing Something, you're going to use the other side, right? So that's pretty expected. We still do have 2 Ascended Blue Swords. Our middle rank 6 cultist is not ascended, is not 10 stack ascended from sword yet. That guy's ascended now. Now that guy's ascended. You can see that's the fun part with this deck, is all of a sudden they're all sitting at 8 or 9, and one sword, boop, max, boop, max. That's super fun. Going up against Kitsune, going up against Warlock. Those guys got evaporated. We got another 10 stack over there. That rank 3 Mime is at a 10 stack. Starting to merge some things out because no reason not to. Let's see. We're also using the Fairy of Growth, which I'm still kind of undecided whether or not that's my favorite way to go. But either way, it's still pretty good. We've got some plays here to make. I don't know if I'm waiting for another Dryad. I'm trying to think what I would do with this play. So he merged those out. Okay. Now we've got, well, he as in me. It was me at one point. Which one play that I've been making recently is merging mimes with Dryads to, like, escape being stuck. And it's very interesting because you can still get a rank 2 Dryad out of it, which is obviously usually what you want. But it's very interesting either way. So we've got Virus and Gorgon coming up next. So we wanted to make sure that we had a couple that we can absorb to get rid of Virus, right? So we're going to absorb right there, get rid of those two. I must be doing mimes. Yep, there we go. We've got Cultists. Merge those out. Now I've got rank 3s. I might as well do my... Yep, we're going to do my mime with my Cultist because that's the same as a stack or an absorb. It's just no cleanse ability, so that's definitely worth it. We still do not have a 10 stack on that middle Cultist, which is super unfortunate, but what can you do? Got a couple of Dryads we can use here. Those are going to spam those out. Another blue Ascended Sword, but the chances of it hitting my middle Cultist are pretty slim. So I do actually have a better chance of it hitting what I want if I were to merge my Mime and my Blue Ascended Sword. Kind of a tough spot to be in, I'm going to be honest. But that's okay. We've got King Pudding and Tribunal next. And I think this is where we may be able to start pulling away from our opponent. I don't really know how far this game goes. It actually might be borderline. So we took Tribunal without taking a hit, and so did he. Now you see the first time the Shaman's hitting. So Shamans are hitting right there. I'm going to level that guy up right away. I'm going to level that guy up, I believe. Yep. And we can merge those out right away. Merge those out. And we actually did get the 10 stack absorbed right there. Our 10 stack sword on our middle Cultist finally. However, we've also got some King Puddings, some pudding on some of our units, and we're kind of stuck. We've got rank 3 sword, rank 4 sword, rank 1 mime, rank 2 mime. There's not a whole lot else we can do. So the next couple of bosses, we still have King Pudding coming up. We still have Dark Priest coming up. Both of those need to be absorbed and cleansed. And currently on our board, we have Pudding that would also need to be cleansed. But at least we took out Assassin right away. King Pudding's going to be interesting. Dark Priest is going to be interesting. And we're going to have to make some plays. So right there, we're going to... Yeah, we merged out right there. We're going to merge out right there. I'm going to use my Mime right there. We're going to level that up. So we weren't able to cleanse necessarily, but we did... And there we got a cleanse from the Dark Priest. That was huge, because that was a rank 5 ascended middle cultist. So that was absolutely necessary in order for that to be a cleanse. But we still got a bunch of pudding to get rid of. And you can see here that I'm kind of struggling with the fact that we don't have any rank 1 cultists. So if we do get Harlequins, which we've gotten in our corners, there's not anything else I can do with them because I have nothing to copy. I have nothing to Harlequin, right? So we're going to continue trying to cleanse. What we got? We've got 2, 3, 4 cultists that need cleansing. We got another King Pudding coming up. 48 seconds. We did take Kitsune out before it did anything. Those rank 3s did get merged, which is super bad. We're going to try and figure it out. Look at that. We got a rank 6 out of there. We got that T right back. We're going to be able to do that. I did have a play I could have made. Cleanse a lot of things. We still got 2 middle cultists at the least that need cleansing, but we survived to the fact that we still have 3 Ts. We got a merge from Grandmaster. We got hit by something else, and we're still battling. We're into the 3 bosses. We're well into the 3 bosses. We have Warlock and Virus to try and combat in the next round, right? We're gonna just do some mimes right there. I got a Harlequin or a Dryad that I can level up. We're stuck once again to 1 cleanse and a rank 1, 2, and 3 unit that can't be merged, but that mime should be able to get merged at some point. Look at this absolute chaos. 134 million damage that we got to take out. Warlock's coming down. We're hitting that rank 3 in the corner. I'm not spamming. Okay, now I'm spamming. We're going to have to merge that. We're going to be able to get another cultist, which is going to finish out our 3rd T. We are taking out Gorgon right there. We can cleanse at some point. Not quite yet. He's got 100 to go through. He lost one of his knight statues, and he ends up just quitting, even though he was going to lose in like 3 seconds. Whew. Everyone take a deep breath. Holy moly. I think this was a really, really great example. Hit him with a GG. I definitely did. He probably didn't do it back because he quit. But a really, really good example of one way to utilize this faction booster, okay? We ended up getting a rank 6 right off the bat for our middle cultist, which is definitely helping us out. And you can continue to do that. If I wanted to just focus on Dryads exclusively, I probably could get 2 rank 6 cultists, maybe even like 2 rank 6 and a rank 5. I don't really know. Let me know where you try to get to with these evolved Dryads from this week, for this week. And you can see here, we ended up doing 2.2 billion damage, while he did 2.1 billion damage. That's borderline the most damage I've output in a deck since they changed the bosses around in PvP to where they don't want games to go all that long, right? They changed it so that they're shorter games, and we still made it over 2 billion damage. If I make it to like 700 million with an M, I'm happy. I mean, that's a pretty long game for me. 2.2 is very, very impressive. It was a max Blade Dancer against a max Cultist. This deck is super fun to play. You can still change it around a little bit. Dryads this week is going to be awesome. Post down below in the comments what decks you want to see. If you want to see, we could play around with Earth Elemental. We could play around with Hunter or Rogue, maybe together. Let me know what you want to see. But fellas, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.